Time to continue on. Fallen petals leave fading traces of fragrance. Oh, that's new. Kind of scared me. Cast ripples and initiate the first gaze backwards. Kirin is traveling back in time. This reminds me of something. Well, technically, Xenophilia. The seed of memory. No, those. I'm going for a lot of them. Not Ampharos, not Dionysus. Demiurgos? Yeah. That was the name. Okay, Demiurgos and Philia. 093 are traveling back in time. Memory me? It's memory me! Is that my... I think that's the first time actually I arrived on Ampharos. When the trade card was crushed.
紛争の矛が彼の命を奪いかけた。あなたが神を装ったあなたが優しい眼差しで彼の存在を支えたのよね。
Stop talking to yourself.
そしてオロニクスの祭壇の前で歳月のタイタンでさえあなたの姿を見間違えた。まさか私たちの出会いにこんな秘密が隠されてたなんて。あなたを見るのはこれが最初で、そして最後ね。
Let the ripples of casualty spread. Look back to the moment we first met. Yeah, sure. Let's review that part, that time. Miriam? Miriam? I always misremember.
記憶の旋律、確かに受け取ったわ。そして奇跡は死を一時的に遠ざけた。彼を聖者の世界につなぎ止める大役は過去のキャスに任せましょう。
Yeah, let the goddess of death take care of this.
もうこの化け物たち一体何なの？そう簡単にやられてあげないんだから。あの子と炭鉱を助ける方法を見つけるまで絶対に通れない。
さすが美月。
文句があるなら6総評が聞いてあげる。97日もの間、ナナカはオンパロスの各地を歩き続けた。仲間を救う方法を見つけるために。彼女は手にした弓で立ちはだかる敵をこっぴどく懲らしめていったの。そういうことだったのね。私が弓を上手に弾けたのはナノカのおかげだったみたい。
You just took a lot of things from everybody. Remember the bow and arrows.
素敵な音色。確かに受け取ったわ。こうして過去の記憶の中であなたはナノカの華麗な弓さばきを覚えた。金色の炎を宿したその矢は未来で星空をかけ銀河に暁をもたらすわ。大丈夫？ええ、平気よ。ちょっと疲れちゃっただけ。
You just walk like 15 steps.
運動不足なのかもしれないわね。
Can you fly, maybe? mean, to be honest, when she was Miriam, she only flew, so it's like a Paimon reference. Hello there,
3つの運命
Himeko.
が絡み合い、共にオンパラスの運命を紡いでいる。普通の運命の後人がガーデンの鏡に痕跡を残すことはない。つまりこの隔絶した星系には指令に匹敵するほどの存在が少なくとも3人は誕生しているということになるわね。
もしかしたらオンパロス自体がアイオーンに一別されたのかも。オンパロスが星々に愛されるために記憶は銀河に助けを求めた。けれどセプターの壁はあまりに強大だった。神様でさえ同じ道を歩む者にミームを一瞬送るのが精一杯だったの。でもブラックスワンはその一瞬を掴んでくれたのよね。
So that's how it worked. Well, let's light up the Garden of Recollection's mirror. Another chime,
ただ
another
その救難信号はあまり好ましくない視線まで集めてしまったけれど、でも今では全てが報われたわ。銀河は私たちに微笑んでくれたのよ。幸いなことに彼女の記憶に対する理解はずれていたようね。
Black Swan talked to
長
Evernight.
湯月さんがこう言っていたの。記憶はオンパロスに味方しているのではなく、ここで策を練り運命を飲み込む準備をしているのだと。
I'm not sure what to feel
そ
about
の
Fully.
推理は確かに筋が通っていたけれど、ただこの物語における人の限界を見誤っていたようね。もしかしたら私の心の中にも企みが隠されてるかもしれないわよ。
I wouldn't put that against
み
you.
んなを幸せにするっていう企みがね。これからも彼の力になってあげてね、ブラックスワン。
So is she gonna really become Fully?
やっぱり過去を振り返るのって心に重くのしかかるのね。それに体力も使うわ。
And you choose to wear high heels.
この儀礼剣をしっかり持っててね。私がいなくなった後はこの剣があなたを時の始まりへ、新しい物語の序章へと送り届けてくれるわ。その物語の中でそれが数えきれないほど似て非なる物語の後になるかもしれないけど、みんな犠牲になった仲間たちも含めて私たちが子供の頃に憧れた救世主と一緒にもっともっと広い星空の下で再会できるって信じてるわ。
たとえ
30
僕たちの
million
力で
times you've read this
この
story,
牢獄を破ることができなくとも
and I think
僕は
mine
待
is
ち続け
one.
よう。いつ
Now
か
that I actually think about it, it's kind of like
この長
the
い
same
輪廻に
thing
終
as
止符を
Doctor
打ち
Strange did in
オン
Endgame.
パロスの運命を結末へ
A
と導
glimpse
く
at
人が
that
現れ
many
るまで
possible realities in the future, and only one
気づ
ends
けば
of
もう
victory.
運命の分岐点まで戻ってきたわね。
But it's usually that one
か
that
すかな希望を頼り
is
に
enough.
私たちは3000万を超える徒労を抱きしめて永劫回帰の幕を開けた。あの時夢の中に現れた神様が薄い水晶越しに私を見つめてたのを覚えてるわ。私祖が悪意を持った存在なんじゃないかって一時期疑ってたのよ。
When a story of a program
でも
designed to be
今
a girl
やっと分かっ
shaped back,
た。彼女はずっとそばにいてくれた。
well,
しかもこんなに美人だったなんてね。
let's weave the dream of a god. Another chime, another stepping stone.
因果って フレネのためにもっと言葉を残したいと思ってもそれは叶わないみたい。ええ、最後の心を残して最初の種を植えなければならないから。あなたはこう言っていたわよね。神様が涙を流すとき、さざ波に映るのはきっと何よりも美しいものだって。でも知ってるかしら、ホンパロスに心が生まれたとき、最初に目にしたのはたった一つの名前だった。
お名前は何？
0、
003
9、
3
3。どうやらもう気づいたみたいね。世界の見方を変えるだけで時には思いがけない収穫が生まれるわ。そうでしょ？ええ。この数字をひっくり返すと、私たちが信じてるあの美しい永遠が姿を現す。
Upside down?
エゴ、そう、
そうか。
真我が。
Oh, that's actually pretty clever. I never considered that.
急がないといけないみたいね。
Is that?
村のみんなを守れるようになりたい。でも僕なんかの力でできるだろうか。あまり考えても仕方ない。とりあえず父さんに言われた畑仕事を終わらせよう。
Good choice. I'll
心の
definitely
中
give
の
it a
英雄
strength.
は幼い頃から私たち二人のそばにずっといてくれた。ファイノンはいつだって強かったわ。でもあの心に残る一筋の希望がなければ、彼を縛り付ける運命と輪廻に押しつぶされていたかもしれない。その一筋の希望を彼の心に届けてあげられたら、きっとこの先もくじけずに立ち上がってくれるはずだわ。そう、ほんの少しの火種があれば、その小さな光を守り続け、燃え盛る烈日になることができる。
This whole experiment
でも
was doomed to fail from
も
the
う
beginning.
力が残ってないわ。心の中の英雄を彼の姿で形作るのはできそうにない。そうだ、それなら彼に信託を残しましょう。
Let's proclaim a pale dawn.
その願いを胸に歩んで闇を切り開く旧世の英雄になって。信託が示
History
した通
abhors the
り、
paradox.
汝は開白の黎明が訪れるまで
Therefore, we need to
灼
set
熱の
up
太陽を
parts
背
in
負
the
い
history
続
of
けるだろう。
Omparos to make sure that
進み
fate
続ける
progresses
の。
accordingly.
この世界を背負って開白の英雄、無名の救世主が黎明をもたらすその時まで。これであなたの眼差しはオンパロスを貫いたわ。そう、
I was expecting a
終わ
little
り
bit
から
longer of
始
a
まりまで
route,
ね。
but we've done the most important elements
急
of
がないと
Omparos.
いけないみたいね。
How Doctor Strange, not Doctor Strange, Doctor
最
Who
初のさざ
said
波が私のすべての始まりだった。
constants in time, I think.
3、4、5、6、7。それは記憶に散りばめられた音符だと思ってたけど、
Mi,
本
fa.
当はずっと前からこの世界にあったのね。オンパロスがどう生まれたにせよ、 今ではこんなにも温かい。初めて出会った時の旋律をもう一度私に送ってくれようとしてる。あのシンプルで美しい旋律を。
Yeah. We've left. No, like, honestly... Oh, there's a Dromas over here. Cute little thing. I mean, no wonder, like, Anaxagoras likes them. They look cool. So, what was I actually thinking about? Yeah, Dr. Who. What do they call them? Transfixed points in time? You know what I basically refer to.
扉の向こうから麦畑の香りが漂ってくるわ。賢いあなたならもう気づいてるわよね。
The story is cyclical.
過去をたどる旅の終着点、オンパロスの最後の切れ目。それが私たちの故郷よ。
I mean, the Mugus gets destroyed, rebuilt, joins the trailblazer in his path, becomes the new Kirene,
記憶をすべての物語
and
の
then
始まり
travels
に
back
置き、
in time,
最
leaving
初の一石
traces,
を投じれば
so she can do it all over again.
オンパロスの最後の切れ目は閉じられ、オンパロスの因果の輪は永遠に銀河に刻まれることになる。もしそれをしなかったら、その時はこの世界も遥か天外の銀河も壊滅へと落ちてしまうかもしれない。そんなこと私たちが許すわけないわ。そうでしょ。
I'm getting emotional again.
もちろ
I mean, self-sacrifice
ん
always
思い
gets
出
me.
すわ。エリシオンのあのキノコと一人立ち尽くし、どこにも行けず海を眺めながら永遠に届かない彼岸
Just
を
doing
思
whatever
い
you
続けてい
can
た。
in order to maintain a bright
でも
future
今は
for
小
your
さな
friends and
船が
family.
その木から取った願いの種を乗せ、遠くへと漕ぎ出した。
Kirene.
船の影はすぐ見えなくなってしまうけれど、でもその願いがいつか海の向こうで花を咲かせると知った瞬間、きっと幸せで胸がいっぱいになるでしょうね。なんだか私もあの木のことが恋しくなってきちゃったわ。
Faded, but not forgotten.
さあ、一緒にお家に帰りましょう。
Let's
それ
finish
を
the
手に
path.
祝祭の庭に戻り、記憶の序章にして懐かしい歳月をつなぐの。
And the loop closes. Infinity cylinder established.
一緒に帰りましょう。
Well, it's something in like Super Robot Wars, I think. But yeah, I think it's time for you to rest.
そういえば最後の音符は、あ、そうだったわね。実はずっと私が持ってたの。これは
Final chime.
そして始まりの音、最初の出会いであり、
I
そ
guess
して
that's true because
終わりで
in the
もあ
language
る。
of music, the notes are also cyclical. It starts with a do and ends with a do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do. Just has a different pitch to it, a different cadence. so to speak, but it still ends with the same sound. But different. And so is the story of Ompharos. It starts the same
エリ
and
ュシ
ends
オ
the same, but
すべ
different.
ての始まり。まるで
Instead of distraction, it
時が
becomes
静かに息を潜めてるみたい。
salvation.
そして疲れを知らない風と波の音。
ただいま。
祝祭の庭に着いたわ。ここは私たちが初めて儀礼券を手にした場所。それと私たちが初めて
She seems
日
tired.
記を書いた場所。これで記憶の旅もおしまい。序章が定まったその先に待つのは3000万回を超える再会。繰り返される果てしない別れ。ドレミファソラシ。そして数えきれない出会い。シラソファミレド。なんて幸せな音階かしら。キュレネのため、救世主のため、オンパロスの枝や葉のために、私はこの愛の物語をここに残すわ。歳月の大河を遡り、未来の風景をここに届けてちょうだい。誰も覚えていないその永遠の地で、今まさに開拓の神話が幕を開けようとしている。
Let the ripples of casualty spread, narrating the prophecy of flame chase.
これで終わりかしら。意識も記憶も消えていくみたい。風はこんなにも暖かいのに、どうしてかしら。体が震えてる。寒いのなら暖かな場所を探して一緒に休みましょう。暖かな場所。そこがどこか分かったわ。過ぎ去った風景の一幕また一幕が目の前に浮かんでくる。9、4、5。
Cherish those numbers. Let's relax for a second. On the bow. Are we going? Yeah. We're going to the fairies.
トリスビアス、ケリドラ、ミツキなのか、タンコ、ヘレクトラ、ヒヤシンシア、カスライナ、アナクサコラス、アグライア、メデイモス、キャストリス、セファリア、キュレネ、そしてあなた。ほら、すべては紡がれた物語に記した通りに。
おやすみ、キレネ。And so, the flower fades at the journey's end, only to take root again at the journey's beginning. It leaves love as yesterday's conclusion. When people see that ending of love, they set out on the flame chase journey, and those who chase the flame in turn let the flower bloom anew tomorrow. Casuality comes full circle in this line, or more poetically, the pen is laid to rest. Within the light cone all is fated. You ask fate, what is divinity? And she says, look how beautiful you are.
私は世界を見る眼差し。幸運よね。巡る因果の中で誰も神の導きに頼らなかった。ペンを手に奇跡を綴ってきたのはずっと私たちだった。
And it's time to start again. おはようございます。綺麗ね。
私どうしてまだ。そうだ、モモは。どこ？まだいるの？
Interesting.
小さくなってる？
This is interesting. 面白い。
そういうことね。記憶が風とともに消えるとき、愛もまた種を残し、愛恋へと姿を変える。デミウルゴス、キュレネ、ミュリオン。最初のフィリア093に戻った。でも私の魅力はやっぱり変わらないわね。最後のさざ波が大樹に潤いをもたらし、そこからピンク色の桃が実を結んだ。
こんなに一緒に遊んでるのにまだ名前を聞いてないよな。
もう何回言わせるの？君が覚えてないだけ。私の名前はリウィア。リウィア。今度忘れたらもう教えてあげないからね。
リビアか、覚えたぞ。俺の名前も覚えておけよ。俺は
ペソでしょ。とっくに覚えてるんだから。
そういえばキュレネって名前はペンネームだったわね。眠くなってきちゃった。居眠り妖精さんがまた心に入ってきたのね。最後の記憶も遠ざかってく。目覚めた時、世界はどんな姿をしてるのかしら。確か 赤子の鳴き声、それから私の名前、エリュシオンの娘、
I guess we asked me for a second time.
しこれ以上は秘密。
The secret, eh?
同じ種でも育つ土が違えば似て非なる花が咲く。でもその花を本当に美しく輝かせるのは世界中の人々の心なの。どんな好きもそれはかけがえのない大切な愛。その全てを感謝しながら受け止め、幸せな心で応えていく。ねえ、私の一番好きなお話を覚えてる？水晶の花が美しいのは小さな妖精の瞳を映してるからなの。
I'm truly clueless. Why are you still here?
銀河の星々は知ってるわ。私があなたと一緒に紡がれた物語を書いた妖精だってこと。そしてあなたの心の中で私はきっと一番のお気に入りになる名前をもらえるはず。だって私たちはいつも心が通じ合ってるんだから。ちょっとそんなに焦って書かないでよ。
え、美月？
落ち着け。一筆一筆にもっと思いを込めるんだ。時間ならたっぷりある。
ああ、オンパロスの異例の月には地上の争いが全て静まる。異例の月第11の日の夜、死者は最後の別れを告げ、聖者たちは法要を交わす。雪が舞う中、燃えるかがり火が悲しみに沈んだ全ての心を照らした。重たい雰囲気を想像したかもしれない。でもこの日は泣き声よりも笑い声の方が大きく響くんだ。人々は知っていた。別れは次の出会いのため、悲しみはより深く愛するためであることを。だからこそこの日は彼女にとって一年で一番好きな日だった。
Are we
同
changing
じ一
fate?
つ空の下、月が満ち欠けを8度繰り返す間に、13人の英雄たちが壮絶な女子詩を紡いだ。1に8を足し、さらに13を足せば答えは2つの11になる。
ここからはキュレネの口調で書いた方が良さそうじゃない？
同感だ。
それから1を加えましょう。今までとは違う1、前へと開拓を続ける1を。11月12日、3000万回の命の中で灯った13人の英雄たちの一つ一つの火種が群生の間に広がることを私は願った。それが叶えば、この物語を知る人々が銀河を見上げるとき、驚くべき光景に出会える。天を埋め尽くす星がピンクに染まって、そのきらめきが13秒後にそっと消えるの。なんてロマンチックなのかしら。けどそれは奇妙な光景でもあるわ。
I remember the petals
で
flowing
も
through
ね、
galaxy.
それでいいの。彼らはその疑問を心に抱いたまま え続けていくんだから。
screen.
エゴとは何かを彼らは愛し傷つく。彼らは怒りを覚え3000万もの挫折の中で砕けた心を何度も何度も繕っていく。それでもどうか忘れないで。火を追う旅は喪失の道。辛いことがたくさんあるかもしれないけど、私たちは決して一人じゃないわ。彼らは喪失を知り、そして最後に喪失を選ぶ。この世界のために、共に歩む仲間一人一人のために自分の心を捧げ、他の誰かの心を受け取り、そしてそれを伝え続ける。心の数だけこの世界にはエゴがあって、生命の第一原因があるわ。それは永遠に唯一の答えを見出せない。たとえ愛でさえも。でもね、
Makes me wonder what's gonna be the
人々が
first
夜空を
form
見
of
上げ
Kid, and then
星々を称える
what she
決意
started
を
off
胸
as the
に
cube, but
消えゆく
turns
すべ
out
てを愛そうとするとき、
maybe I was wrong.
その優しいピンク色で愛は必ず答えてくれるわ。これは愛にまつわる物語、そして愛にどう答えるかの物語でもある。私たちが紡いできた物語もあなたがこれから紡ぐ物語も、きっとこれまでとは違うロマンチックな物語になるはず。
It is a cycle from door to door.
そうでしょ。
ロマンチックな物語ならやっぱりハッピーエンドじゃないとな。
ああ、絶対にハッピーエンド。
自由な発想に満ちた結末を迎えた方が断然いい。伏線と物語の筋道が全て結ばれ、言葉を紡ぐ筆が自由になった今、ありったけの開拓の信念を込めて最も純粋で鮮やかな終止符を打とう。
光、空、海、星、種、花、鳥、希望、愛。それは私の世界に対する最初の想像。オンパロスの物語を私はこの言葉たちと共に語ってきたわ。そして最後に明日についての物語、あなたに捧げる物語よ。
Once upon a time, morning glow, scattered light.
Go for the dramas, either. Anaxagoras.
Fading poems, frozen rhymes, or traces on the breeze. Whispers of past reverie. Please let me linger for now, enveloped in your sound. Love on the pages, the ink our stories penned. No matter how it ends, I'll do it all again. Oh, stay true, blossom as spring renews, dreaming colors every hue. Tomorrow's eyes to tomorrow's life, while walking step beside you. So stay true.
Somewhere like Tabibito is pulling for new characters. fight for that. Rewrite reality.
Please stay true. Cherish your memory. Go with love, your hearts, your tears, rivers flow, and as gardens grow. I hope you bloom in beauty. See you soon after the end of time in the mountain frozen rime. Now stay true. Blossom and spring renews, dreaming colors every hue. Tomorrow's life, with tomorrow's life, a walking step beside you. Now stay true. The winter's rhyme anew, woven memories are bloom, and like a melody, sing our reverie. And in our memory, in the end of our journey.
Comforts, eternal land to the end. Damn it, I really do wish that the ending was unknown as Mitsuki Naruka. Yeah. And also unknown as Evernight. Coming from under one Kuwabara, Nanook, and Noose. Who invited those three? But yeah, regardless, I was just speaking about like having every one of the Christmas heirs on the Astral Express. That'll make things so much more lively and so much more interesting. God, what I wouldn't give to have that story. But now I have like a thing that I would love to strive for. Returning those heroes to the path of reality. Not only as programs, not only as memories, but flesh and blood. Though consider now that I know like what is in store next, which is Panarcadia and Aha with his whole wish-fulfilling arc, maybe we could utilize that to bring back those 13. Honestly, bring back Ampharos as a whole. Guess we're not done yet. Miriam? Huh? Can't speak anymore. Huh, interesting. So I'm Miriam now. Okay, let's continue the path. Does she have an attack? No. She's super cute. Honestly, she looks so close to an Eevee. I love it. Let's find out. Guess so. Don't worry, it's an automatic door. I'm hearing whispers. Again. Never get used to that. I love the little twirl like every time I stop as medium. Oh, there we go. I didn't even need to press anything. The heroes will protect everyone. The sky is black. Or turned black, I think. I find kind of fun. Like, I'm like slowly and surely starting to understand more and more of Japanese.
やはり失敗か。俺たちだけで何とかするしかないな。
Did we really just went back in time, like to that point? I had only kids in here. Poof.
まずは安全な場所を見つけて拠点にしよう。周囲の建物や彫像を見る限り、オンパロスには間違いなく文明がある。だが、ここの人々が俺たちに友好的だとは限らない。
They just shut us down, regardless. Huh?
何度巡り合ってもいつも初めて出会うみたい。その度に愛は必要な輪廻を打ち破る。ピンク色の明日へ飛んでいくの。
Yeah, we basically return to that point in time. That was that part after. Oh. A light cone. I didn't even know like that, but yeah. I think I found myself a remembrance light cone for the Trailblazer. Flawlessness shines due to memories, and stories find completion by looking back. The verses memorized through your travels, head to the book and write it down. Trailblazer Remembrance unlocked the Trace Unfinished epilogue. Using ultimate enhances basic attack into the instance of joint attack. Oh, there we go. After using ultimate, gains 1 stack of epic up to 2 stacks when this unit has epic and medium is on field. Basic attack gets enhanced to together we script tomorrow. What about this? Oh, this one I need an ascension to 6. Magnets and logging chains. When we make it. Oh, what's this? A memory bubble. Some systems ago aboard the
この
Astro
広い
Express.
宇宙でただプローブを適当に動かすだけで兄弟とタンクを見つけるなんてよ。そんなすげえもんよく持ってたな。忍者のジョーちゃん。
What are you to do on this ship, on the train?
大嵐の神の神通力により人体から発せられる超低周波を感知する忍びサイエンスアイテムだ。
Uh-huh.
何語だそれ。ところでよ、探してたやつも見つかったことだし、そろそろ芝居をやめたらどうだ。なかなかうまく演じてたが、どこのブラザーハムだあんた。巡回レンジャーになりすますとはいい度胸じゃねえか。
カーボーイ忍者さん、なぜ突然そのようなことを。まさかモンキーローグ忍者にそそのかされ邪道に落ちたか。
ふざけんな。俺はシルバーガンシュラさんだ。
Since when? There we go.
だから脚本にこんなオーバーなキャラを入れたくないんだよね。君とこの妙竹林な忍者のお嬢ちゃん、演じにくいったらありゃしないよ。花火監督は変人がお嫌いなの。
We're all mad here.
無駄口はいい。いえ、目的は何だ。
仮面の愚者に悪意なんてないよ。ただ芝居を見てカードを並べてるだけ。大切な二人の役者が宇宙をさまよってるのに、君たちったらいつまでたっても見つけられないんだもん。仕方ないから手伝いに来てあげたんだよ。じゃなきゃこれから誰を相手に遊んだらいいの？
Why are we even so
鉄
close
の
to
災い
Hanabi?
が宇宙を脅かしてるっつうのに気にも留めねえとはな。愚者の器もその程度ってことか。
忍者、正義の名を借りてるからって人に指図できると思わないでよ。それに君だって私利私欲が全くないわけじゃないでしょ。この神々を巻き込んだ戦いに乗じて、あの足の折れた狼を助ける方法を探してたんじゃない？
Who are we talking about?
それ誰かに話したか？
Oh, that got him
花
more
火だけが
serious.
知ってるって言ったら信じる？
No.
安心して。あの伝説の人物に迷惑をかけるつもりはないから。ただ空振りに終わったのを見てからかいたくなっただけ。
Hold on a sec. I think I know what you're talking about.
兄弟と
There's a wolf I already have in my party, so.
とっとと消えろ。さっき言ったことを忘れんなよ。ボスには近づくな。侍と。
心配しないで。花火監督の次の脚本は足毛ちゃんが主人公だから。
Honestly, I kind of like her. Okay. So that's one memory bubble. What else happened when I was absent?
列車組が先頭に立ち
Jade. Perfect.
銀河連合軍を結成したおかげで宇宙の文明は壊滅の脅威から救われた。そんなことはもう言うまでもないわよね。列車組の支援によって市場開拓部からの圧力がある中でもこちらは業務を着実に進められているわ。
I still don't
戦
trust
略
them.
投資部からの感謝を受け取ってちょうだい、姫子さん。
戦略投資部が災害対策で尽力してくれたことは世界中の皆が知るところでしょう。ただ最近は外敵の駆除や災害支援以外にも何やら忙しくしてるようね。
ええ、今回の銀河連合軍の凱旋は全宇宙が団結して壊滅勢力に立ち向かえる可能性を示してくれたわ。戦略投資部では今回の戦い
I'm
で
gonna
得た
create
経
a
験を分
Aeon of
析
Unity,
し、
maybe.
次の危機が訪れる前に効果的な災害対応システムを確立しようとしているの。
カンパニーが率先して壊滅に対する防衛線を築いてくれれば、それは全ての文明にとっての希望の光となるでしょうね。
I
そ
still
の
don't trust
た
them.
めにも請求列
I'm
車
gonna
の
keep
支
on
援は
saying
欠
that.
か
Like, it
せ
doesn't
ない
matter how
も
many
の
times I say
よ。
I don't trust them.
鉄母の件が落ち着いたら改めて姫子さんに連絡させてもらうわ。
Seems like Himeko and Jade are having like some high-level meetings. Okay, there's another memory bubble here. Also, Pella's on board. Interesting.
ケーゲン将軍、
Kagan! And
フーゲンさん
Fugen!
は無事に戻られたかしら。
彼女は今回本当に死の淵をさまよったようだよ。
砲丸は鉄母が放つ万物を消し去る一撃を目にし、それは避けようのないもので生き残る見込みは皆無だと告げた。
And yet here we all
し
stand.
かしそれと同時に獣頭将軍から巨帝すでに敗れ吉凶今や明らかという知らせが届いた。ただそれだけしか言ってくれなかったが、はあ、なんと分かりにくい。君の姉弟子ももう少し詳しく説明してくれればいいものを。おかげで気が気じゃなかった。
気が気じゃなかった？将軍、嘘をついていますね。
そう目くじらを立てないでくれ。将軍にはこういうのも必要なんだ。
この戦いで泉州の兵たちは危険な状況に置かれながらも
There's
一
about
歩
the
も引か
hunt
な
for
か
you.
った彼らの犠牲と貢献は報われるべきだわ
Honestly, I was hoping somebody else
同
would
盟
talk
が
to
必
them.
要とする
It seems like
人
Himeko
滅の
is
金
the
色の血は
default
七死人が
face
一
of
つ持って
the
る
Trailblaze.
それはオンパロスの英雄カスライナが命を賭してナヌークから手に入れたものよ彼はもうこの世にいないけどあの子は彼の記憶のかけらに触れることができるわおそらくカスライナはオンパロスのためにスイカも辞さなかった盟友にこの金色の血を託したいと願うでしょう
そうか。泉州同盟を代表し、オンパロスという世界とその偉大なる英雄、そして民に心より敬意を表する。たとえ一瞬のことだったとしても、人の身でアイオーンに傷を負わせた偉業は宇宙に永遠に刻まれるべき功績だ。
Heck yeah. He made a god bleed. Oh, there's another memo. Bubble.
ブートヒル
No,
危険な戦いだったのに無事なようで本当に良かったわ
I've saw both of them before, but
ま
not together.
生まれつきタフなもんでな。それより謝らせてくれ。列車からの連絡を無視しちまったこと。
あんたたちが最前線で戦う勇士はカンパニーも泉州の軍も目にしてるわレンジャーの勇気ある助力に心から感謝させてちょうだい
姫子、そんな堅苦しいのなしにしてくれ。俺はレンジャーのボスでも何でもねえから呼びかけに応じてくれたやつも多くなかったしな。ただま、この戦いに集まったレンジャーの大半は壊滅を不具大天の敵と見てた。旗からそりゃ命知らずの集まりに移ってたかもしれねえ。
それに戦いの後あんたとランハさんはあの子とタンコを連れ戻してくれたでしょ列車組は感謝してもしきれないわセプターが壊れてからオンパロスの聖域は長いこと乱れてたし位置を示すシグナルがあっても二人を見つけ出すのは簡単なことじゃなかったはずよ
But it wasn't Honkai, it was Hanabi, right?
もしかするとあのジョーちゃんの忍術は本物なのかもね。
そういえばランハさんはどこに
ああ、心配いらねえよ。他のレンジャーたちの手伝いに行っただけだ。請求列車の言葉は俺が伝えとこう。
So I guess I really do owe a little bit for Hanabi. Okay. Anything else we have? Yeah, I do believe that is the end of the proper story of Ampharos. It ceased to exist. What is this? A brief message. Show me. To the conductor. Please forgive me for leaving without notice. I know you're doing all you can to recover the car belonging to me and Aridan. I wanted to say goodbye before leaving, but difference in time flow between the outside world and Ampharos no longer permits me to stay. I saw the look in your eyes. It was the same one I saw when you spoke of Mr. Mikhail and the others. I didn't want to trouble you with unnecessary worries, so I'm leaving this message. I'll bring both of them back safe and sound. This is my promise. You know me, I never break my word. This is also the duty I carry as an express guard. I don't know how long this will take. If you ever feel anxious, read this message. Maybe it will ease your mind, even if just a little. If Aridan were here, he would probably say there's still a mug in soda in the fridge that he hasn't finished and wouldn't want to waste. Please look after Mitsuki until she wakes up. Goodbye. I love like the fact that the whole like mug being soda return. Apparently I'm a fan of that drink. I wonder, is it because I made that joke so many times when I was on Shangela, or is it like implied from the get-go that the Trailblazer likes it? Well, regardless, anything else I have here? Investigate. Knowledge by Gallagher. To the new generation of Nameless. By the time you read this, I will likely have gone to where Mikhail went. Thank you for everything you have contributed to Pinakani. It's a pity that I won't be able to witness its rebirth with my own eyes. But your unwavering determination gives me the confidence in the future of the planned festivities. Also, please say sorry to my naughty pets Sleepy on my behalf. If shatters from severe, also, please say sorry to my naughty pet Sleepy on my behalf. It suffers from severe separation anxiety and it must feel terribly lonely without me. Please release it into the memory zone, as that's where a meme truly belongs. Life and death are merely parts of the fiction on the road of enigmata, just like farewells and reunions. I wish you the very best in your future journey. As for me, it's time to depart, and closes a gift for you to the imperfect tomorrow. Gallagher. Page of past dreams. A boy's graffiti. The strokes are immature, yet time has not worn down the imagery of old dreams even a bit. His faithful companion has put in a lot of effort for this. He will be missed, Gallagher. Anything else that I'm actually missed? Guest book. Pella. Anything else around here that they can utilize? Okay, so before I finish recording, I'm just gonna go real quick to the characters roster. Technically, I'm going to the bookshelf. No, not the bookshelf. The data bank. 16 aeons, 35 factions. But characters, I am missing 20. And so far I'm here only for maintaining the reason of which of the characters are technically dead in the story arc. I mean, Saber and Archer are interesting things because they weren't alive to begin with. They are servants, so. And I'm pretty sure that they still remain in this reality. I wonder could actually be more of them, of those, regardless. But yeah, Rasetsu, Fugen, Fofo, Furyu, Henri. I mean, technically, Fugue was dead for a bit. Then she got better. She returned to us basically like a flaming kitsune. So that's a thing. Other than that, I mean, technically, they have vanished from. They only exist as memories and pages in a book. So, all of them: Modis, Anaxagoras, Sepharia, Castoris, Phaidon, Kaslaida, Hyanshi, Sirens, basically, and Kirene. All of them are now non-existent in reality. Then you have like Ananasto, Herta, Serval, Natasha, Pella, Sampo, Lynx, Luca. I mean, this version of Tingyun is basically like gone. She no longer exists. It's like a memory. Sushoi, Kongi, Naifen, Gallagher, and Misha. They're also gone because they only existed in the Pinakani as dreams, and now they have faded. Other than that, yeah, the remaining members of Ompharos, yeah, so Agraya, Tribi, Caridra, Not sure if it's to Evernight. Like, has her psyche like faded completely? Because it's still a form of Mitsuki that I think she can utilize. Or was the only thing that she could do on Ompharos, regardless. But yeah. And that's all. So it's basically how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 technically. Well, let's make it 5.5. 6.5, 7.5, 8.5, 9.5, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so Oscar was it 15.5, 16.5. I would say, because I'm actually going to count the servants as half as well. So technically those characters are not available properly, but still they exist. And like in the reality of the game story, they will be missed by me and fondly remembered. But now it's time to head to the next story, which is, I forgot the name of the planet. It all starts with a P. It's not Punklord, it's... Dang it, remember it now.
Yes.
You should remember it better. What was the name of the planet? Plan Arcadia, there we go. What's the main like planets that have appeared in recently? It's Pinaconi, there's Plan Arcadia now, and like there's also like the one that they remember. Because Guinness Smith planet is Punklord. But for now, that's that. Hold on, it seems like there's actually still something more in Ompharos that I can deal with. So there is, I just was looking in the Fates Atlas, and turns out there's still a quest available connected to this. So after the fallen petals leave fading traces of fragrance, there is, as I've written, head to designated location Ompharos beyond time and eternal page. And as it said before, I haven't read it yet, but I haven't seen Kirene since the Iron Tomb battle ended, so this is where she's been hiding. Something seems different about her. So technically the ending of the last video that I did is probably wrong, because she still may be alive. So would you like to... Yes, please teleport me back to Ompharos. It's like that's still my favorite planet at this point. There she is. She's a memo spread again. And we don't have voice actions. Hi! What did she say? Nice to meet you? Where is the dialogue log? Hi, miss me yet? Welcome to the story we wrote together. This page of eternity exists because of you. Yeah, that's my question. Can you stay with us, please? The young girl smiled faintly. She had foreseen that at this moment you would hesitate, sigh, or pose a question. A moment later, you too regained your sense. The hair before you was nothing more than an ink trace left from the past, able only to carry a message, unable to exchange words. Sorry, this was the only way I could leave you a message. Aridan, we've come such a long way together on the path of remembrance. Even though the Ompharos in my memories will forever continue its cycle, stealing the Iron Tomb in the past. But those who remember you, this story, and this eternal garden will always stay by your side as part of us. I've written, continue to trailblaze with the Astral Express. Also, technically, is that the explanation why I can technically use them as aids? The girl pauses for a moment, blinking her eyes. Sounds good to me. Yeah, I believe we will meet again. Even though it's hard to guess what you are thinking, Aridan. A heartfelt thank you would surely make the little flower in your heart bloom, right? Thank you, Aridan. Oh, that's right. If you have time, can you please visit me in that little village in the memory? Who knows, I might have prepared a little pink present for you. She just winked at me. It's the first time I actually noticed that the Titan is gone. Huh? What is this? Hey Castries, have you ever tried putting your hair up in a bun or braiding your bangs? Putting my hair up in a bun? I haven't tried that before. Your hair is so pretty. I imagine it'll fit you perfectly. Back in Idonia, I always saw you sitting aside as you watched the children groom each other's hair after evening prayers. So I always wondered, would you like to give it a try too? Oh, my dear sister also loves to doll up. She's someone who takes pride in her appearance and decorates her hair with fresh flowers every day. Well, Polixia, I don't do that every day. So this is who you really are, Castoris. Come to think of it, ever since I became Idonia's maiden of war, I'd been styling my own hair most of the time. After all, it's not easy to trouble others to help me with that. Lady Agraya has helped groom me up a few times before, but I wouldn't want to I wouldn't want my trivial wishes to put her in harm's way. But now everything's different. Indeed, this was all thanks to your efforts as well. I'm truly grateful to you. Grateful? What kind of a name? What kind of word is that? The curse has been dispelled. Now you can freely fulfill your wish without warrior in the world. No matter how small that wish may be, this is exactly how I wanted to see you. We can style your hair differently every day. I learned quite a few ways at the Idonia Temple. You stumble through your prayers, but when it comes to these trivial details, you've got a photographic memory. Ah, Lady Amunet. As punishment, you'll have to go braid your sister's Castoris' hair. Yay! Huh? Thank you all. Let's start with braids. I'll do the left side. Well then, I'll take the right side. I guess I'll cheer you on then. Aridan, I'm sorry you had to witness this. It's all fine. It's good to see you. But regardless, I have to go to a different location now. It's a new place. I'm basically gonna have to look through all of those new areas and get all of the rewards that come to it. But right now, we are dealing with the quest that finishes off Ompharos. Like, officially, I think. Unless there's still some side quest. Because like this quest deserves a little bit more. Wait. Shoot, I've done the wrong stuff. I'm going to the wrong planet. That's why I see like a palm or pixelated. I'm on the wrong planet, damn it. Well, again, I'm going to the long planet. To the long? Wrong. I seem to have developed a speech impediment. Was that insensitive? Meh, whatever. Regardless, I'm going to have to basically, absolutely, utterly Change the quest line and go back to Ompharos. Like, this is gonna be a while. Load faster, damn you! I have a fast computer, you should work faster. This is not what I should do right now. That's not what I want to press. Okay, quest, what is it? As I've written, yeah. Navigate. There we go. Teleport.
まだ早いし、どこかへ行こうか。
The final page. Wow, this place looks amazing. Oh, they're all here. Lord Morris, what brings you here? Castoris, are you here for the event too? Yes, but I heard indeed that Lord Morris would be participating too. Don't tell me you've also prepared some handicrafts. Crafts? You mean ingredients? I'm also surprised that you signed up for the new Master Chris's Chef Championship. What? A culinary showdown? Is it supposed to be the first Ompharos handcraft convention? Huh? Who the heck wandered to the wrong set? Okay, how have I never heard about either of these? I received an invitation addressed Dear Miss Castoris with the time and location of handicraft exchange meeting sealed with the Council of Elders wax seal. Huh? This wax seal? Why does it have a grid-like reflective effect when you look at it under the starlight? Is it the shape of Cypher's cat coin? That's correct. Sure enough, I also received an invitation in the same format. The letter mentioned that this time there would be a legendary chef from another world beyond the sky participating, bringing new cosmic flavored dishes. I let my guard down. I was careless. Well, not Castoris. Sepharia is up to her old tricks again. I should have known earlier that Lady Sepharia would be up to her old tricks, unable to resist playing her mischievous games in this new world. To mess with everyone. I wonder how many other Sapphires has tricked with, with the same ploy, or could we be the only ones who fell for it? A lazy voice drifts from above. It's not that dramatic. I only prepared 4 letters. The other 2 are meant for our little deliverer boy and the tailor girl, inviting them to wear their self-coordinated new outfits to the new season's fashion exhibition. I mean, if Agraya falls for this, it's gonna be interesting. I can wait to see the tailor girl getting headaches of our little deliverer boy's fashion sense. Meow! Express, off we go! The voice faded away. Safa sure is full of energy. It's alright, I understand. Time flows peacefully in this new world, but an ordinary life doesn't mean it has to stay the same forever. She probably just wants to bring someone fresh and something fresh and exciting to everyone. Medeiros being understanding, that's the new one, while satisfying her urge to pull a few mischievous pranks. I haven't seen Lord Finan dressed in yellow and purple either. I'm quite curious indeed. So what about the ingredients Medeiros brought? If you don't mind, I can cook them right here and invite everyone to enjoy the meal together. Okay, then I'm gonna leave that to Master Modis. Sure, I'll adjust the heat to your taste. And what about the handmade stuff from Castoris? These are all the things you're familiar with: bookmarks, cushions, and felt dolls. They're a bit rough around the edges because I made them in a rush, but I was hoping to exchange them with everyone at the meetup. But now, please allow me to take them back and refine them a little. Gotcha. Okay, time to look forward to the fashion exhibition. Well, I have a suggestion. For the good of your stomach, let's eat after we've seen final outfit. Lord Mortis, is it really going to be that dramatic? Meanwhile, on the other side of this place... Why is Naxagoras here? Partner, you're finally here. Every time Professor Anaxagoras and Agraya stand together, it means Okema is about to be turned upside down. Even now, I can let my guard down. And what are you talking about today? I heard all of that. Nothing major, I just want to find someone to discuss the new Titan myths circulating on the streets lately. What did I tell you? Even without the golden thread, the illustrious Lady Goldweaver still loves keeping tabs on everyone. And you, Phynon. As luck would have it, I also know what you're about to say. Phynon just like that, is just like that lady, not letting even the smallest detail slip by. Whose student is he, really? Busted. Guys, stop arguing, we're all his teachers. Huh? Partner, what are you talking about? The Titan myth circulating on the streets, I have a bad feeling about it. Could it be that one called Hidden Hatred, the Butterfly and the Tree? A girl named Nestia caught Cersei's attention while studying at the Grove, but Cersei discovered that her closeness was merely to gain academic guidance, which made the relationship grow complicated. Professor Anaxagoras, may I continue? Why are you asking me? It's about Cersei. That does not have that. What does it have to do with me? Well, after all, some people think that the bow of the bow of rift and chrysalis of gold depicted in the book are alluding to a certain news cycle. Years later, their successors' relationship deteriorated to the point of becoming sworn enemies. During one encounter, they accused each other of not even deigning to look at one another properly and nearly came to blows. Oh, and there's a postscript. All myths get embellished by later generation. Those two titans weren't as lovey-dovey as the legend suggests. They just had some occasional collaboration. So, Anaxagoras, what do you think? If you ask me, there's only one redeeming quality about it. A bit of occasional collaboration? All myths are mixed with later embellishments. Indeed, that's quite an astute observation from a scholar. I was the one being hesitant with my stitches. Did I hear that right? Agraya actually praised Professor Naik's face. Since regaining my sight, I've resumed my work as a weaver. The Sifona from my bookstore commissioned me to weave a Titan mythology-themed tapestry for the shop. Though after hearing this new version circulating in the streets, I started contemplating how to arrange and edit them. Well, that's rare. Since when did Lady Goldweaver start caring about what others think? After all, this new pair of eyes were no different from those of a child first observing the world. There was still so much to see and learn. The people of the New World deserve to learn about the history through a better story, don't they? Ha! Speaking of which, we have someone right here. Aridan, I heard you're planning to take a story of Ompharos beyond the sky. To weave a tapestry, wouldn't this story make the perfect blueprint? Leave it to me. I'm gonna write with absolute fairness and objectivity. Then I look forward to the day when you bring the story back again. Well, you two enjoy your deliberations. You see the nebula blooms with radiance, tracing the silhouette of a garden. A newborn world is about to sprout. This scene is the ending of As I've Written and also the origin point of the Ompharos in the real world. One day it will give birth to true life. The people in the memory will be born one by one, waiting for you tomorrow. Matashta. I like it. As long as it's gonna happen, Ompharos will be born. The stars breathe silently. You are certain that the fruit of Ompharos has been planted. But what about its cause? Until that day comes, the journey continues. Endless possibilities unfold beneath your feet, and only the memory. Only the memory remains in yesterday. Perhaps there's still something I can do. I don't want to set off alone. You recall the promise of Trailblaze. The story of Flame Chase will echo across the stars. People will remember that Ampharos was a brilliant, magnificent world. You think you can let more people read As I've Written, representing the memories of this world? If you do this, the casualty will become more stable. You can't be certain, but you're willing to believe. What matters is that this is a promise, shared between you and many others. Perhaps it's time to fulfill my promise. Discuss this matter with Himeko and Veld. Let's go back. My reading seems to be a little bit off as usual. But still. What are they doing in my room anyway? Wait, no, that's not here. Huh? Wait. Oh, As I've Written. It's kind of interesting that a book of this size can keep like 30 million cycles of history. So, Aridan, you're saying you want to mass print the text of As I've Written and publish it as a book? Not a bad idea. However, any publication on the Interastral Network must go through the IPC's channel. I'm not sure how they'd feel about this. I don't care. Well, one way or another, they can be persuaded. Now, hello you two. We've already discussed the details of the project with the Business Consolidation Department. The verdict is approved for execution. Yes. Thanks to our experience in Yarill's sakes, we were able to close the deal. Rather than focusing on short-term gains, establishing a model of preservation will be more beneficial for long-term development. Looking good? Besides, safeguarding new and growing civilization is precisely what the Strategic Investment Department was made to do. According to Dr. Ratio, establishing a consistent understanding of Ompharos across the cosmos will aid its future to a certain degree. That's right, the Interstellar Peace Entertainment will handle the publication of As I've Written, and the IPC will cover all related expenses. I don't like this. They have too much control over this. As for liaising with the various planets, we'll leave that to the Nameless. Well, at least that was easy. I see you've long been prepared, as expected, of the throne of worlds of Ampharos. Perhaps soon it'll be time for the young ones to take charge of the Express. A little bit of foreshadowing there, Himeko? Huh. Don't sound so world-weary. Well, we've got plenty of youth left. Even though the IPC is helping out, knowing you, you definitely want to go check it out yourself, right? Heck yeah! I don't trust those guys. Go ahead then and sow the seeds of civilization. Create a story that belongs to you. Right. Yeah, it is a story that belongs to everyone. Keep going, like an unwritten rule among the nameless. Press forward and see it through to the end. Time is of the essence. You head to Belobog. This quest is a little bit longer than expected. I like it. Okay. I wonder if it's gonna actually end with Ompharos being recreated. If that's the case, I love it. Because we've made a promise.
まだ早いし、どこかへ行こうか。
Isn't affected much by what? Where are you going? Ah, meet the Supreme Guardian. It's been a while since I talked to Bronia. Could I just like teleport directly to the port? Why do they have to teleport to the city? Oh, would you look at that? Zella is here as usual. It's been a while, Aridan. I heard you were coming, so I invited Zella as well. She's here always. The kids at the orphanage are too scared to even go outside now because of the distraction. Never mind that. What did you want to talk about? So I have this book. You recounted the story behind as I've written... What the hell? I heard the whole cosmos was shaken up by what you did. Pretty impressive how you managed to sort everything out. Why did that screen vanish so quickly? You recount the story behind as they've written and the current state of the Ompharos. The Ompharos? I mean, there's only one Ompharos, so never mind. Thanks to Miss Topaz's anti-Iron Tomb vaccine and our timely shutdown of the engine of creation, Belobog was able to avoid another crisis. Cool. Don't worry, their construction plan hasn't been affected, but I must say, even a tiny ripple in the universe becomes a tsunami when it reaches frontier planets. The same goes from Ompharos. As a similar developing civilization, we are willing to contribute to its future. Goodwill is like a torch. It can only burn brighter when it is passed on. I knew I could count on you guys. You're just the best. I'm not one for fancy words, but if you need help, I'll definitely be there. Alright, Aridan, I've got something to ask you. Come with me later. Okay. Why so secretive? Don't ask, just be there. I'm not playing around. Okay, Zella's being threatening. Better deal with that. So why am I here? Hook, are you dying? Oh no. Honor, I remember. Finally, you're here. My legs are going numb. What did she do? I heard from Clara that she was using Diggertron to help with mining, but the power was too much and she fell and broke her leg. I'm afraid she won't be able to take interstellar flights anymore. She wants to hear your fresh stories from beyond the sky, so she won't have any regrets. Huh, do I have a story for you? Hold on, does Diggerton really pack that much power? Just take it as the truth. Don't worry too much about the details. I mean, if Nat says that, then it's cool. Honor, remember, you'll help Hook out, right? Well, since you all say so, you'll retell the story of as I've written to Hook, sentence by sentence, especially those thrilling Why does it change so fast? Like, seriously. I'll tell the story of as I've written to Hook sentence by sentence, especially those thrilling adventure parts, naturally done in the voice of Buff Sprite. Okay, makes sense. Wowza, legends, galaxies, giant monsters, so cool. I knew there were so many interesting things beyond the sky, but Julian and others wouldn't believe me. I'm gonna tell them right now. And there she goes. Hook sprang up from the bed with a whoosh and dashed away in a flash. So, nice work there, Doc. You're a miracle worker. Perhaps the story was so fascinating that it cured her without any treatment. I admit I was just playing around earlier. She just wanted to see you. Children are all like that. All that fuss for nothing. Well, at least she's okay. I should get going. Keep an eye on Hook. Make sure she doesn't pull any weird stunts. Now I get to talk to Nat. The children's energy seems endless. Ah, to be young. By the way, that book seems really interesting. Would you mind sharing a copy with me? Next time a child is being difficult, I can use it to comfort them. Feels like you're treating this like a fairy tale. What's wrong with fairy tales? That story contains defiance, courage, and love. Exactly the qualities children should learn. I agree. Besides, writing fairy tales is quite challenging. You must believe in the existence of beautiful things to write about them. In my opinion, sometimes adults need fairy tales even more than children do. Ain't that the fact? Just start clapping and Tinkerbell will survive. Since you've said so. Thank you. Now could you sign this for me and add a little message too? There's a word for this. Ah, yes, book signing. Consider this practice for future book signings. I'm not an author, by the way. Well, technically I'm a co-author, but I didn't do a lot. I just wrote the ending. I was standing on the shoulder of a true giant. Many giants, basically. I will meet again among the stars to everyone who dreams of being a hero. This is the story of Ompharos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kind word rage and jive. Yeah, I think like number 2 is the one that resonates the most with me and Kirene would like. Very romantic. To everyone who dreams of being a hero. Well written indeed. This makes me the first owner of your exclusively signed copy. Probably would be worth a lot of money in the future. I will pass this book down through generations. 500 years, 1,000 years, as long as children keep growing up and children's children have children, it will never be forgotten. I don't think it would survive that long, but yeah. I would really hope that from you. After all, some things must be remembered, like that Supreme Guardian, like all the acts of defiance that occurred among the stars. Dr. Natasha, I brought them. Where's that book? I can't remember all the details in it. Well then, shall I tell you the story again? And Natasha took over as the reader of the story. Now it's time to go to Xuan. Xianzhulafu. Seems to me like I'm revisiting like Herta Space Station maybe as well? I mean technically they know, but Herta was present. She probably made like recordings of the whole endeavor. Well, regardless, Where is the person?
10101
Fugen. So, Junior Soror, great changes are coming. Why not join the Yushue as the Master Diviner? That way I could catch a breather too. General Yao Guang must be joking. If I stay on the Lafu, I'm sure to inherit the position of General Shogun. If I transfer the Yushue, I'll be nothing but a mere Master Diviner for life. How could I not see which path holds more promise? Junior Soror's optimism is truly delightful. Looks like optimistic Shogun is a... Why did it went so fast? What the hedge? Even though I didn't set it on auto, it still like drops it. Looks like the optimistic general is a Lafu specialty. Your visitors here, so I should get going. Aridan, what perfect timing. I was just about to visit the Astro Express. What's the matter? No, seriously. Guess now I am the diviner. You recounted the story behind As I've Written and the current state of the Ompharos. This time I focus on Keridra and Silence. With Topia in this book, I only knew that golden blood was reaped in the battle, and thus it was deemed a great victory. I did not know that within that golden blood lay such a stirring and tragic story. Shortly after the fall of Aridan, the Alliance gathered all the generals, the shoguns I guess, almost made that mistake, to discuss their next course of action. The records in this book should prove them with additional support. So what should we do? Rest assured, whether through opera, storytelling, or crosstalk, the Lafu never lacks ways to spread stories that capture people's hearts. Besides, the Alliance has been fighting battles everywhere in recent years, and there's been plenty of tales about their valor and victories. The word hero already carries weight in people's hearts. The faithful adaptation of this As I've Written within the Alliance is most definitely assured, but from what you've said, if we want to be redeemed, if we want it to be remembered throughout the cosmos, the Lafu alone may not be enough. This matter requires the Sky Fang Commission assistance, so talk to Yukong. I will inform her of the full situation. Okay, sounds good to me. Anything else you can add? Rest assured, whether through opera, storytelling, or crosstalk, the Lafu never lacks way to spread stories that capture people's hearts. Got it. So where am I going? To the atrium, right? Okay. Teleport. Here we are. Hold on, I'm gonna collect this before anything else. Okay. Gyoko? I forget the name. Never mind. A false sky sealed by a pantheon and exploration of challenging taboos one after another sounds like some kind of fable. I can make you a promise that the Skyfaring Commission will provide its full support for matters relating to As I've Written. From now on, the connections between Xianzhu ships will grow even closer, and I'll have merchant vessels export As I've Written to our allied fleets with the convenience of the Whistling Flames Guild. This matter should be handled quite smoothly. Though the Lafu emerged victorious in the Battle of Iron Tomb, we did not escape unscathed. Your safe return is truly a blessing. Yeah, that's because I had a very good group of friends with me. Back when I was a pilot, I used to go on adventure. Not a good moment to get a yawn, but yeah. Back when I was, I'm definitely not bored at what you're saying there. pilot, but back when I was a pilot, I used to go on adventures everywhere with my companions in our starscape. Even though we always managed to get out of sticky situations, we'd inevitably get a stern talking to when we returned. Those were the reckless days of my youth. If I had to choose again, I'd probably walk the same path, same as your account of the trailblaze in your book. I'd like to ask you a personal question. What do you think about this journey to Ampharos? Just on trailblaze, an unforgettable journey, and an unprecedented memory. Yeah. Is that so? Such wonderful memories. I'm actually getting a bit envious. Memory is quite a peculiar thing. Sometimes I even think it's a prank. Seriously, again? Sometimes I even think it's a prank by the Glow's father. Fully? Whether Foxians, the Celestials, or the Vidyadhara, they all possess lifespans far beyond those of short-lived species. One of the downsides is that it's not easy to forget. For us, history feels like it happened yesterday. It is precisely because the memories stop skipping. Like, honestly, you're not on auto. Why are you skipping? For us, history feels like it happened yesterday. It is precisely because the memories of war remain vivid that the Alliance stays vigilant and ready. The Legion is growing restless, and a fierce battle seems inevitable. We cannot and dare not let our guards down. Look at me. What am I saying? Be it the eon of the war, be it the eons or the war, those topics are too grand. We shouldn't let them consume too much of our thoughts. Regarding as I've written, I will do my utmost and won't let these heroic deeds be buried by the stars. Okay. That's 2 down. Are we also going to go to Pinakani? Or we are not that... I'm guessing like Pinakani wouldn't be a good choice. Like, people are far too interested in dreams than heroic... Technically, if they would make like dream bubbles of as they've written, we'll see. Okay, so we're definitely going to the Monument of Three Nameless. Therefore, we're definitely going to Pinakani. So that's 2 planets out of technically 4 that I visited. Because I'm also counting Herta Space Station as a planet. I should have said location instead of planet. Because Shanju is technically another planet as well. It's a spacefaring fleet. So 4 locations. I think should I even consider Pinakani planet? Also, technically as a space station. It was built as a prison back in the day, so it's... Not sure, like, none of the places I actually visited... No, Yarilo was the only proper planet I visited so far. And I think, like, now... the story... Planet Arcadia is another one. So these are like 2 proper planets. Who's here? Oh yeah, that makes sense. Micah. Mikhail always welcomes visitors. For those who lose their way, he never fails to point them in the right direction. But there's no confusion in your expression. I'm guessing you're not here for answers. I'm here to tell a story. That's right. Together with another author, I wrote a book about a trailblaze journey. This time, I'm here to tell that story. I want to share this experience with those who came before. Alright, let's tell them what kind of story this really is. Yeah, so much has happened in Ompharos. How could I sum it all up with just few words? This story, I'm afraid, it's going to take a while. Let's start with the world of Ompharos. A world that never changes, a world that defies destiny, where heroes rise. It was a world on the brink of extinction, yet teeming with heroes. In the flame-chased journey, the Chrysos heirs marched on one after another, while mortals stood united. This is an ode celebrating humanity, a hero's journey. And now for the meaning of this story. Let the closed world embrace the stars, engaged in a showdown of destruction, met precious kindred spirits. That's my meaning. As a member of the Flame Chase, you've joined Ompharos' grand journey. You've encountered heroes, forged bonds, and achieved greatness together. As a traveler, your footprints have already reached far and wide. Such is the way of the Trailblaze. Explore, understand, build, and connect. But there's always a next stop on this journey. When the whistle of departure sounds, the Express will leave carrying all memories with it. While the stars will remember the name of every epic. Looks like this Trailblaze, a story I'll never forget, the starting point of our next destination, turning point in the cosmic destiny, just a glimpse of a corner of the starry sky. Yeah, a story I will never forget. I've made up my mind. Let me start from the beginning. You spent countless moments in this dream within a dream. As the story ended, a certain emotion in your heart grew stronger, like a burning ember. News doesn't travel as fast in dreams. Every plot twist in this story caught me completely off guard. Thanks. I guess that's all that needs to be said. I think Mikhail would be proud of you all. I mean, I think that's enough. The moment I tell a story in the kingdom of dreams, it's just gonna flow like freely. Especially since Micah heard it. And Mikhail. And the next stop is... Oh, Robin. The journey against the distraction and the stories behind it should be known by more people. I know a few publishers who can make dream pebbles based on sample books and put them on the market in Pinakani. However, as you know, Pinakani is a realm wrapped in syrup. I worry that epic tales of heroes might be too heavy for those living in dreams. All we can do is put it on the shelf. Whether it survives the competition, there are too many uncertainties. But I think, Aridan, you should just follow what your heart tells you. People can only tell stories they truly believe in. Once you've made up your mind, go see Dr. Edward. I'll convince Mr. Otti to help out. See you later. In Pinakani, dreams must conform to reality, and as I've written is no exception. What will you choose? Lucky for you, this is a dreamscape where furniture can talk. Why not hear what they have to say? Huh, interesting. I'm gonna be speaking to, like, a plant. Where am I? What is this place? A vase with flowers in it looks quite expensive. As you approach, a languid voice echoes from within. Dear Captain, do you remember me? I've been watching you for quite a while. Tell me your story and I'll teach you about niche art. As long as you immerse yourself in your own world, you won't get hurt. The vase is immersed in its own world, completely silent. Collect another one. The vintage dial phone stares at you, occasionally rolling its eyeballs like an owl. Captain, did you know that I wasn't always a dial phone? I used to be an owl, but I'm not an owl anymore. I'm a dial phone. No kidding. Wanna take a guess why? If you know, you know. And if you don't, well, no amount of explaining will help. Riddles need to get out of Pinakani. Riddlers, actually. Riddle me this, Captain. You fibble with the button in an attempt to steer this... Oh, never mind. Wait, what? You approach the control console and the 4 control levers wiggle excitedly back and forth as if waving at you. Captain, look at me! I'm the control stick and I'm an expert at controlling hearts. Trust me, just tweak the ending a tiny bit to make it less perfect and people will absolutely go crazy for it. The control stick shakes, making loud creaking noises. That's the thing that just happened. Well, time to collect my thoughts. You take Furniture's advice to heart, which provides apparently zero guidance. Looks like it's up to you to make the final verdict. After all, you're the one who lives through the story. Should I make some changes? As you know, nothing is taken seriously in Pinakon. Even heroes' tales of blood and tears are just casual gossip over dinner. You remember Clocky, Brother Hanu, Miss Note? They were all living legend once. If, as everything gets passed down in the same mocking way, is that really what you want? I believe in Ompharos. Yes, the answer was crystal clear from the start. The story of the 3 Nameless is the best proof of that, isn't it? So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if any change for the ages, as long as the message remains the same. Which even though for the 3 Nameless, it still did. I'm pretty sure like it's gonna get the most distorted in Pinakani. But I believe if the story can stand on its own, the message will prevail, as I said before. Okay, so let's talk to Dr. Edward. Love, friendship, rage, regret. Such a tiny dream bubble contains such complex emotion. It's like pouring a whole bottle of vodka into a dolium. Thank you for providing the memories. Here's my verdict. It's bound to be a huge hit. Even if the results aren't what we expected, I can still have the heroes tap dance in the vortex of Genesis. That'll be just as big a success. Don't make... Haha, just kidding. Rest assured, I'm a professional dream bubble collector. I know what can and can't be successful. And so, as everything was published in Pinakani. Some guessed the Alpha was behind it, and they weren't wrong. With such a big favor ready for the taking, why not use it? Why is old Otis speaking? Let the young folks keep steering things up. Who knows? Maybe they will actually change the universe one day. Yeah, it's interesting that we're actually finishing on Herta space station. I mean, the first location I ever visited is becoming the last location in this little trip.
まだ早いし、どこか行こうか。
Yesterday and tomorrow, another achievement has been unlocked. Where's Pepe? Should be here somewhere. Oh, on the other side. Never mind. Right, let's send the damaged ships to Pier Point and have the IPC foot the bill. Oh, if it is an Aridan, perfect timing. I've got good news and bad news. What would you like to hear first? Bad news, please. Now that I think about it, starting with the bad news might be a bit too abrupt. Let me give you the good news first. Why did you even ask me then? Remember that star note I gave... Sorry, the star note I gave you? The good news is that I got one from a space pirate. But his fleet was dispatched to fight against the Iron Tomb, and that star note was destroyed. I have reposted my purchase order, but it'll be tough to find another seller anytime soon for a ship of that size. To be fair, Jitsuwa, I'm here for the Iron Tomb too. You recounted the story behind as I've written and the current state of the Ompharos. I have to say that this idea is way more interesting than the researchers' projects. It's a shame you don't need funding, or I definitely invest a few 100 million credits. God damn it, she's so loaded. I took an elective called History of Frontier Planets back in my students' days. The professor warned us the first day not to take everything at face value. Many words add exaggerated elements to their local hero legends, claiming their ancestors' bloodlines are inherited from some aeon. Eventually, having an extraordinary origin story became quite the trend. But I lived it, so you know it's legit. I witnessed it. But isn't that how stories work? When enough people believe in them, they gradually become reality. I guess so. So? I'll get as I've written added to the space station's required reading list. The researchers may not be interested in mythology, but once they hear it's Madame Herta's project, they'll get as excited as Pepe seeing a spacesuit. Oh, speaking of which, where is Lady Herta? Madame Herta has overexerted herself. She still needs some time to recover. Who said that? A mere Lord Ravager isn't enough to make me overexert myself. I just wasn't online, that's all. The IPC keeps pestering me about forming some alliance. I got tired of their nagging, so I just turned on auto-answering mode. Oh, right, Aridan. I've got some more good news. After Iron Tomb fell, the scepter was ruined, but screw it, I managed to salvage a majority of data. They are crucial for the new Ompharos. Well, let's call it that for now. If things go smoothly, the world's evolution can skip its inorganic life phase and take a big step forward. I mean, if Madame Herta and Skrugama know the job, like those two geniuses can actually extremely speed up the process. Especially, I'm assuming they're gonna rope in Ruan May and Stephen Lloyd to this thing as well. Like, with the four of them, I think there's nothing that we can achieve, like, scientific-wise. Besides, the last extrapolation accord, the one when you acted as the world-bearing titan, is crucial. The Trailblaze will replace the destruction and purify this world. Nice. So it's gonna be a world of Trailblaze, Remembrance, and... what was the third path? Erudition. I just forgot. That's her path, never mind. Skrugam has signed a special agreement with the IPC. They will closely monitor the state of Ompharos for a while. Okay, so, yeah, as a genius, what happened to Kirina? I don't like that silence. As the heart of the scepter, she too filled the cosmos in the instant when Iron Tomb swept across all of existence. She became the memories of the stars. The surging imaginary energy enabled her to create a miracle. With herself as the cradle, she closed the cycle of casualty in Ompharos, making a world merge with the memory zone. Of course, I know you just want to hear the outcome. Let me put it in this way. She's just sleeping. Maybe she'll open her eyes again as a pink memo sprite and once again embark on a journey to meet you. But that had already happened in the past. In her subjective time, everything has become eternal. She was smiling when she left you, so don't be sad. She'd tell you the same if she were here. Oh, thanks, Manuherta. So how long until the new Ompharos is born? I can't make any promises. The plan will gradually become how you remember it to be, but no one can tell when that'll be. It might take 1,000 number eras, or it might only take a year or two. The only thing for certain is that what you are doing will surely hasten its growth. My advice is continue the journey, be prepared for the worst, but keep hope in your heart. You know that if there's one thing in the world of Ampharos isn't short of, it's miracles. Hell yeah! Okay, question 3. So what is the prime mover of life? Skrigam and I have reached a consensus on that. Regrettably, the answer given by the scepter is indeed destruction. You can find a more detailed discussion in the database. But that's not Ampharos' answer, and I don't imagine it's yours either. I have my own insight on this, which I've written in the annotations. If you're interested in this kind of stuff, you can make it your own research topic. I'll keep that in mind. Well, that's all of my questions. Thanks for elaborating, Miss Herta. Then I'll disconnect for now. Got lots of stuff to deal with. Herta, signing off. Manuhera has actually been thinking about Ompharos all this time. The last time she couldn't stop talking about something was when we contained Stellaron. Leave as they've written to us. I'll contact you again when we have news. Perfect. Okay, let's go back to the... By the way, Herta? She's gone offline from this puppet. No matter how you try to get her attention, there's no response. Oh well. Asta? Yeah, leave as they've written to us. I'll contact you again when we have news. Gotcha. Okay, so now it's time to return to Express and finish off this quest, I think. It's taken me an hour so far. At last, your journey of sowing has reached its end, and you return to the Astral Express. Looking back at the Ampharos you spoke of has taken root deep across the universe, quietly awaiting the day it will sprout. Perhaps this is the final step of Genesis. What are you spacing out for? Oh, it's you guys. Of course, after all we free trailblazed through Ampharos together, I ran my heart out for this. I received a message from Mitsuki when I was leaving Thalassa, so I came back with her. She ran into some trouble on Khalsas. Get me started. I'm already shy as it is. And then the Synthesia beacon had to break down. Thank goodness Tanko can speak the Clayese language. Also, I discovered a new species resembling chimeras on Spindle 3. There were no prior records of it. Does that mean there could be planets completely filled with Dromases? Let's wait for Himeko and Mr. Yang to come back before we do a full debrief. We should rest for now. Aridan, you look tired. Yeah, see you in a bit then. The world has never been so quiet. It is as though you could hear the sound of heartbeats. This is the final stroke you write for Ampharos. Only fate knows when it will respond. But you know whether it is tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. They're all on the path of the Trailblaze, not as parallel lines, but as points destined to converge. Huh?
しっかりね。そう、前を見つめて。
They record a voice line for the final part. Definitely a dream.
オンパロス、また明日。
また明日。An eternal page. And did that finish? Fate's Atlas? Yep, as I've written. The epic has been concluded and Ampharos is taking root. I like it.